We are back with Ace Attorney, Justice for All. I believe we're at an intermission in our court case. The drama is heating up. December 29th, 11:54. We're in lobby number 5. Sweetie, you have to believe me. I didn't go anywhere near that crime scene. So then, where were you when the murder took place? We talked about it yesterday, remember? I was in the ringmaster's room. And while you were there, it was the ringmaster who left the room, right? Oh, why screw that one up. Pretend I did that in Phoenix's voice. While you were there, it was the ringmaster who left the room, right? Exactly. He told me to wait in the room because he would be right back. Right next to that coat rack with all of my clothes on it, so that when you see it from behind, it could be mistaken for me. That's when the ringmaster headed to the scene of the crime, right? That's what it seems like. But the ringmaster must have been wearing Max's costume, right? Wrong, but alright. Oh, sweetie, I just remembered. I went straight to the ringmaster's room still dressed in my stage clothes. But when I got there, I went ahead and took the costume off. Which means? It means that the ringmaster could have taken his costume and went out looking like Max, or else it could have been a coat rack that we just saw a second ago. Fabulous! That's a fabulously possible possibility! Hello there, enthusiasts. Good evening and welcome to the stream. How's it going? There we are. Heh, well done, Nick. However, sweetie, why would the ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't that a bit strange? Also, unless you have a big coat, I just don't think the body types are compatible. If you think about it, all they found at the crime scene was my silk hat. What about my cloak? Where did that go? Double, Wow, Max, I never thought of that. You should be a detective or something. Well, I never was quite sure what to be when I grew up, magician or president. Yeah, I've had that same feeling. It's like one or the other. You have no idea. He just went in there. You have no idea how hard it was to make a decision. That's really cool. Fabulous. This mystery just keeps getting deeper. Hello there, Maxwell 1. Good evening and welcome to the stream. How's it going? So, 12:06 p.m., courtroom 2, we're back. Where everybody's just milling about. Blah, 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 blah. Now that everyone is back, let's get started. The court is now back in session. Miss Von Karma, please proceed with the prosecution's case. Very well. I will now call my next witness. A pitiful clown with the unfortunate distinction of having seen the entire thing. Will Mr. Lawrence Curls? Okay. Please take the stand. Why did you just call him a pitiful clown? Yeah, it's him, alright. The witness will state his name and occupation for the court record. In West Clownadelphia, born and raised? Are you goddamn serious? Really? The Fresh Prince? What the fuck? Name and occupation. Will the witness please inform the court why he is speaking autobiographical gibberish? Some guys were about and up to no good and started making trouble in my neighborhood. A couple of guys are up to no good. I'm sorry. Yeah, his name is literally... Oh, Larry Moe Curly. Oh, that's what the Mo is for. Oh, that's great. Wow. Sweet 1930s or 40s reference, bro. I'm just not used to being in court. I've never been in a courtroom in my life. I wasn't quite sure what joke is best suited to this sort of occasion. What in the world are you talking about? You're in a grand hall of justice, not some comedy club. Since it's easy to see your occupation, please state your name for the court. Oh, yeah, maybe this joke's okay. Mom, do I have to wear pants? The sign only says no shirt, no shoes, no service. I mean, that's a joke, but that's not really courtroom specific. Oof. Tough crowd. Okay, how about this? Have you met my proctologist? Dr. Seymour Butts. What was the guy in the first game, like Larry Butts or whatever? If something smells, it's probably the butts. That was the joke. How was that one? Oh, this is gonna be rough. But a couple of clouds are up to no good, started making trouble in my... He actually did it. When he gets hit, he knee-jerk reacts with the Fresh Prince. This game is wild. Your name. Lawrence Curls, professional funny man, also known as Mo the Clown. Yeah, wow. Mo, Lawrence, Larry, Curls, like curly, good enough. That's insane. You witnessed the scene of it at around 10:15 p.m. the day of the murder. Correct? Yes, it is. Very well, Mr. Curls. Will you please testify to what you saw that evening? A rabbi, a priest, and a Rastafarian walked into this plaza without the humor, please. Okay. Aw, poor Mo can't be his normal stoogey self. Wow. They're really... Alright, there it is. Can't be his normal stoogey self in court. Ugh. Hey, I know what would really make this stream pick up. If I do Mo's voice in Curly's voice. I could watch my subscribers drop in real time. What you witnessed. I know, I'm not the greatest comedian in the world. I haven't been able to make people laugh for 10 years, Jesus. And he still has his job? No matter what I say, all I get in return is a vacant stare and polite applause. Since no one ever laughs at my jokes, I've taken to laughing at them myself. I mean... somebody's gotta... Hello there, Neon Wave. Hello there, Theoria Sharon. Good evening and welcome to the stream. How's it going? It's a bad habit, but hey, at least I'm trying. Yeah, I ain't doing that. Imagine my predicament. I'm a clown who can't make people laugh. I'm almost useless. But I keep trying. I even tried to come up with jokes just for today. Okay, seriously, like I said, you are a clown. You don't stand there and tell jokes. You do wacky antics at a circus. Unless the circus holds like 10 people and they're all right there, they can't hear you. You do visual gags. Why is this happening? Same with the ventriloquist. Why are you at a circus? This is killing me. But this atmosphere is very nerve-wracking. Is that spelled right? Shouldn't it be W-R racking? I decided to try making everyone laugh. Seriously, everyone. What do you think of me? How am I doing? Oh god, okay, like, there are very few things that I knew about this game going in, but I remember hearing the clown was a gigantic pain in the ass. And I think I had heard something like, is he joking, is he serious, and that what makes it hard, but like, we've had like 700 text boxes here, so this sucks. How many was that? Aren't we the ones supposed to be asking the questions here? Witness? Huh? We will listen to your call for help after the court proceedings are over. Thus, please stick to the facts of this case. Really? You'll really hear me out? Well, I'll make sure that one of my staff will be your straight man later. Thank you! I can't wait! Poor Gumshoe. Yeah, that's gonna suck. Now that that's settled, shall we begin once again with the testimony? Of course we can. I'll talk for as long as you want. Oh, God. So what you witnessed, but, like, again? Oh, nerve-wracking with an R as an older version? Ugh. Alright. The night of the murder, after practice was over, I went straight back to my room. You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clonked the ringmaster over the head. Well, you know what? Much better. That's very interesting. If this eyewitness account is to be believed, I have enough to pass judgment right now. Are you... What? That's not how that works. Of course you can. There is no way that this account can be criticized. However, the witness is a bit, how do you say, off-kilter. Almost like he has some sort of atmosphere of guilt surrounding him. That must be because of my insincere smile. Mr. Wright, please begin the defense's cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, you've got to find some kind of contradiction in his testimony. I know that. Mr. Wright. Your Honor? I'm afraid that if you push this witness too far, it would bring disaster upon the court. Thus, I sincerely hope you are not going to engage in pointless saber-rattling. I understand, Your Honor. If you cause this clown to stray from the facts, I'll hold you responsible. Why am I responsible? I'm not the one with the corny jokes. Oh boy. Yeah, case closed, all blame is leveled at Mo, case dismissed. This is pretty rough. Anyway, what you witnessed. It was a much shorter testimony, I'll give him that. So we have 6 statements. Fair enough. But in this case it's dangerous because, yeah, I don't want to press every statement. Because in previous cases you could press every single statement and just see what happens. Now you really can't do that. So I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did I glanced out the window. You just happened to glance out of the window? You could say that. You could also say I peeked, stared, glimpsed, peeped, eyeballed. Mr. Curls. Oh, I guess synonyms aren't allowed either. What should I do? I wonder if I should press him further on this issue. Keep pressing. Exactly why did you look out of your window that night? And yeah, let's listen to audios. I know I'm missing out on flavor text by by not pressing the wrong things, but I'm losing health. Why? Why? Clowns don't need a reason to look out their windows, do they? That's not what I meant. I meant that, well, when we spoke yesterday, once I had tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump. Well, that feels important. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You forgot? Your Honor, the witness looked out of his window upon hearing a loud sound. He did not just simply glance out of his window that night. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention that thump, didn't I? No! That's not something you just forget to mention. Yeah, what she said. I believe it would be best if Mo were to revise his testimony. Very well. Mr. Curls, please revise your testimony. This should start turning the tables in our favor. I heard a huge noise outside the window, and that's what made me take a look outside. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna be nice. Let's go ahead and press the wrong stuff. I went straight to my room. You'd say that practice wrapped up around 10 p.m., correct? See, that's the thing. Huh? How exactly am I supposed to make a joke about 10 p.m.? Now 8 o'clock, that's something a clown can riff off of. Let's just pretend it was 8 o'clock, that way I can make a great joke. Alright, 8 o'clock then. You know when you want to hear the joke, a man goes to his doctor, the doctor asks, how is number 1? The man says, every day at 6. The doctor asks, and 2? The man says, every day at 7. Then what's the matter? I slept at right. Witness. These are exactly the types of jokes you should save for that detective. Ow! You knew it would happen. Don't look at me like that. That's kind of fantastic. You're hereby penalized. This will not become a kangaroo court. This isn't funny at all, in more ways than one. Oh god. Wow. You have no idea how tired I was. I was pooped. You were pooped that night? Yes, I was very, very tired. Not to mention I had some bad Mexican... I was waiting for it. I mean, not that specifically, but... Also, lowercase m for Mexican. Oof. What? The double cheese double bean enchilada is a dangerous menu item. What happened after that, as they say, happens. Aha! Aha! That one was cool, huh? I hear the kids really love toilet humor these days. That joke was so hip, I don't want to ruin it with a reply. I've got a good reply, though. That joke was so funny, it just earned you a penalty. Oh, no! Amazing. I saw two silhouettes. Far away, you say. If you had to say exactly, how far away were they? Let me think about that for a second. My room is here, and they looked about yay big. I'd say they were about 30 feet from my window. Isn't yay spelt wrong? Shouldn't it be Y-E-A? Rather than, like, hooray? Just 30 feet? That's not far at all. It was snowing that night, and it cut down on visibility. I see. Please continue with your testimony regarding the two shadows that you saw. Oh, they let me have that one. Okay. It was the ringmaster, and Max with his cloak. You'd say you clearly saw this, even though you were, by your own admission, far away? That's right! I had been thinking about it over and over since that night, but things didn't really make sense until I spoke with the prosecutor, Miss Von Karma. But now I am 100% certain that it was Max and the ringmaster that I saw that night. Just think about it. How could I be wrong if Max is always wearing his uppity symbols? Uppity symbols? Lawyers nowadays, do you even have to go to school anymore to be one? Alright, everyone knows what to do. All together now, say it with Uncle Mo. What? See what I mean? It's always like this. The crowd never wants to go along with me. I must really be utterly and completely worthless as a clown. Yowza! Enough foolishness, get back on track. Will the witness please testify? Okay, again, they let me have that one. I'm gonna reload. But I don't even know what the joke was gonna be. Like, you all know what to say. Everyone say it with me. Like, what? What? What was that gonna be? Anyway, let's play this straight. I'll press his final statement. Max clunked the ringmaster over the head. You say you saw the ringmaster get clunked over the head? Yes, I did. It's the climax of my story. He really does enjoy the completely random non sequitur. What would you say the victim was struck with? You mean the weapon? I have no idea. A weapon wasn't found at the murder scene, right? That's not what I meant. You did say you did see everything, didn't you? Well, yeah, I suppose I did. Wait, no I didn't! I didn't see a weapon! Mo? Did you or did you not see the crime of murder committed that night? Objection! I will not permit you to harass my witness in this manner. You'd better have an excellent reason for attacking this poor, poor clown. Because if you don't, you know what is waiting for you. A nice Jesus. That's a huge penalty. A nice penalty. Okay, fair enough. Oh, isn't this a bit melodramatic? So what will it be then, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you have any clear basis to believe that my witness did not see the crime? Of course I don't, of course I do. Oh, I give up. No, of course I do! I've got a great reason to make my claim. And I suppose you will be telling us all that great reason. Of course I will. The reason is... the witness's very own testimony! What is the meaning of that, Mr. Wright? Mo said that he heard a sound like a thump of someone getting hit. He did say that. However, Mo just stated the following under oath. He kept watching them, all of a sudden Max clonked them. If Mo is to be believed when he says he looked out the window upon hearing a sound, there is no way that he could have seen Max clonk anyone. In 1972, a crack clown was sent to prison by... What? Mr. Curls, how do you respond to Mr. Wright's assessment? They didn't commit. These clowns promptly escaped from a maximum security clown car. Mr. Curls, are you reciting the C-Team theme? Oh, that's what that was? The A-Team? The C-Team theme to anger this court? Dun dun dun, dun dun dun. No, I'm just stalling for time while I jog my memory. Great job, Nick. These types of witnesses always seem to have a selective memory. You just have to peel back the layers of the clown makeup to find the truth. Dun dun dun, dun 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 dun. Well, you're back from your jog. Well, it pretty much happened the way I said. Pretty much. When I looked out my window that night, the ringmaster was already face down in the snow. The prosecution helped me fill in the gaps of my statement. Von Karma. Tampering with witnesses again? So now you are saying that you did not see the defendant clunk the ringmaster? Yes. When I looked out my window, the ringmaster had already checked out. Checked out? Yep. He was on permanent vacation, as they say. He's awfully chipper about his boss dying. Mr. Curls. Your Honor? You did not witness the actual crime, however, you still say you saw the criminal, correct? Yes, exactly. The ringmaster was slumped over and I saw someone's silhouette next to him. Very well. Then please testify to the silhouette you saw. I expect the truth. And if I even catch a hint of a joke from you, I will put you in a holding cell until you learn court etiquette. Got it? Ain't no way. Are we actually gonna push contempt of court? No way. Got it. So he's revised to... Oh, the silhouette. We're just shifting. It was a bit far away, but that shadow could only have belonged to Max. There's no doubting it, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. Yeah, look, that's clearly the coat rack, come on. His silk hat, that black cloak, they were all there. His face was silhouetted, but there was no doubt that it was him. His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying. It does seem as if the defendant was at the scene of the crime. It took the clown long enough to get his facts straight. But whatever, this should finally be good enough, yes? It is decisive testimony. Was Max really at the crime scene that night? He said he wasn't there. We have to believe in that. All right, Mr. Wright, commence your cross-examination. The silhouette. Here it comes. Okay, so let's do this. Because this one I definitely caught very quickly. Max famously has 3 symbols, and he mentioned 2 of them. So forget pressing. I'm just gonna call him out right now. The promo poster, it clearly says 3 famous symbols. Silk hat, black cloak, what was it, white roses? Objection! You say you saw all of Max's uppity symbols? Hello there, Koyuki. Good evening and welcome to the stream. How's it going? I suppose so. The silk hat and that cloak, right? Mo, everyone knows that Maximilian Galactica has 3 uppity symbols. 3 symbols? Yay! Everyone get ready. All together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. Oh, so yeah, maybe that was the thing that we didn't join in on when the clown was getting ready. What the... Who cares if he knew that there were 3 or not? He saw what he saw, and he saw the symbols. He just forgot to mention one. Isn't that right, Mo? Do you like pie? I love pie. 3, 4, 1, 4, 1, 5. Silence, fool! You are to respond with the whole truth, no fractions. That's pretty good. Technically a decimal, but I'll let it slide. Order. Order! Mo, you didn't see the roses, did you? To be honest, there weren't any roses on the person I saw. Objection! The crime scene was dark. It's obvious it was too dark to see that kind of detail.
Objection!
But the witness said he was able to see the silhouette of the criminal's face. Not to mention that the roses are white. There's no way he could have missed them.
Objection!
Then the roses must have fallen off when the defendant assaulted the victim. If that was the case, then the police would have found them near the crime scene. Mr. Wright, are these white roses truly material to the facts of this case? Clearly not. He is just toying with his court. I got her on the ropes now. These seemingly insignificant facts have never failed to lead me to the truth yet. Someone is toying with the court, but it's not me. Your Honor, do you recall Trilo's testimony? There's no way I can mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. How can you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby 3-piece getup? Trilo saw them all. Trilo saw all 3 of Max's symbols. However, this witness claims there were no white roses on the person he saw. There is absolutely no doubt that this is a contradiction. Now what am I supposed to think? One is supposed to disregard the pointless, but this... Judge, forget the roses! Think about his other testimony. The witness has stated without a doubt that he saw Maximilian Galactica. Nothing else matters. Let's wrap this case up now. Your Honor, it may be trivial, but it does cast doubt on the prosecution's case. Frankly, I have my doubts about this witness. It seems that, unlike wine, the witness has not grown more mature with age. I'm not mature. I've come to a conclusion. I'm 99% certain that this witness saw the defendant. However, my remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable, which means that for my peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony. What? If there are no contradictions in his next statement, I am prepared to issue a ruling. A ruling? Nick, this is your last chance. Damn, this is intense. The silhouette part 2, huh? There's no doubt in my mind. There were no white roses that night. However, all of the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that. Especially the silk hat. There is no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. That's a pretty straightforward testimony. Mr. Wright, you've got one last chance at this. Just one chance? I will not allow even the slightest hint of badgering against this witness. If you are going to prove to me there's a contradiction with Mr. Curls' statement, you'd better have at least a shred of evidence to back up your accusations. I've only got a single shot at this. I've got to be careful. I understand, Your Honor. One chance is all I will need. Damn, dude, no pressure. Okay. Let's save. This is getting spooky. Alright. So, did I actually do it? Okay. Let's make damn sure of this, okay? No white roses. Well, I can't really show that he did have them. We know what his symbols are, but we're talking about the crime scene. All the other symbols were there, especially the silk hat. He was wearing it the entire time. Max did tell us something about that. So, here's what I'm going to do first. Here's the silk hat, and it was found at the crime scene, which means he wasn't wearing it the entire time.
Objection!
This wouldn't happen to be the silk hat you saw that night, would it? Yep, that's it. That's the hat he was wearing that night. No question in your mind? Exactly how would one mistake a thing like that? I see. Naruhodo. Is there some sort of problem, Mr. Wright? Miss Von Karma? Where exactly was the silk hat found? Must you always ask these questions? It was found at the crime scene. The crime scene? That means... The silk hat fell off at the crime scene. However, the witness clearly testified to the contrary. The witness stated that he was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. No, that's not true! Order! 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 Mr. Curls! Yes, Your Honor? What is the meaning of all of this? You are old enough to know better than to behave like this in court. Hey, that's just not right. That's so harsh. What's not right here is your eyesight and your memory, amongst other things. Why are you being so mean to me? What did I do? Let me guess. You just didn't like my jokes or something, right? You didn't have to go and insult my eyesight or my memory. They're both great. Seriously, why? Just because you're sitting above me doesn't... Okay, no matter how old I can always be younger than you. Enough of these childish outbursts, Mr. Curls. Who do you think you are? I saw him. I swear I saw him. It was Max. Even if he didn't have his roses, he was still wearing his dumb silk hat. I'm telling the truth. You turned into a bratty little kid. It's pitiful, isn't it? He left the scene wearing that dumb silk hat. He was there. He left the scene? What's the matter, Nick? There's something I've been mulling over for a while now. Mo? What do you want? You just said that he left the scene. Exactly how did the murderer leave the scene of the crime? What? He went... What do you mean, how did he leave the scene? You can't ask me that.
Objection!
Mr. Phoenix Wright is badgering the witness, Your Honor.
Objection!
This witness's testimony is so full of holes, Miss Von Karma's protest is useless. You've got a point. Let's hear what the witness has to say on this matter. Is that all right with you, little guy? Don't talk to me like I'm a little baby! Besides, what kind of stupid question is how to leave the crime scene? The answer's obvious. He just turned around and walked away. He turned 360 degrees and walked away. That's what I expected you say. You sure that's how it happened? Say what? Huh? I'm not sure I know exactly where you're going with this. Lawyers nowadays sure do love to harp on the smallest things. Do you have any proof to counter his story as to how the criminal left the scene? Yeah, this is what I've been waiting for a long time. Look at this crime photo. He just walked away. Okay, there's the ringmaster walking up to the box. Where the hell are anybody else's footprints? Perhaps he was killed by Tuscan Raiders? Do you think that was it? Do you think he was killed by Tuscan Raiders? Look at this picture. The problem is the footprints in the snow. Footprints? In this photo, we can clearly see the footprints of the victim. However, where are the criminal's footprints? They aren't there. Ay, ay, ay. Rangers. So, Mo, exactly how did the criminal escape the scene? Your Honor? This witness has already proven that his testimony is completely unreliable. I move to strike all of this witness's testimony from the court record. I agree. This clown's testimony is as rickety as the clown car he came to court in. Did he come to court in a clown car? Wait just a second! You guys can't just ignore everything I've said! Fine, fine, I'll tell you the truth this time! You wait a second! I think you've said more than enough for today. That didn't hurt! I'm sick of... Wow! Damn, dude! Toughest guy in the game? I'm sick and tired of listening to you anyways! I'll give you the real deal this time, I swear! I don't know why, but I get the feeling things are gonna get worse before they get better. You just tanked her with... Mr. Lawrence Curls? Yes? The testimony you've provided up until now has been false? It hasn't been false. I haven't lied. It's just... It's just what? It's just I was a bit confused in the bit about the criminal leaving the scene. Especially since Von Karma and her whip told me not to talk about what I really saw. Yeah, how come... witnesses keep saying stuff like this, and Von Karma doesn't get prosecuted for, like, tampering with evidence or, like, witnesses or anything like that. Like, this is ridiculous. Order! Order! I will have order! Franziska Von Karma, how could you? Is this the first time this is happening? Never seemed to bother Von Karma Sr., did it? Your Honor, if you had heard the truth from this witness, you would have exactly the same opinion as I have. What opinion is that? It's not funny. That's enough out of you. I'm going to listen to what he has to say. Now then, let's hear the truth about what you say you saw, Mr. Curls. Also, you're guilty of perjury. Ha! You're not going to believe this, but it's all true, I tell you. Try not to waste our time with your idiotic drivel. He just tanked her whip, though. He just kept going. That was amazing. Anyway, the truth, which is kind of fantastic. Now it's time for our next segment, Mo Knows! Everything that I've said up until now has been the truth. When I looked out the window, the ringmaster was down and Max was standing above him. He wasn't wearing his white roses, but he was wearing the silk hat. That's when I saw he... Oh, damn, dude. But even so, where's the set of footprints when he was by the crime scene? This is the truth now, get ready for it! He flew! He jumped up and flew through the air! He flew right off and disappeared into the darkness! That's why there were no footprints! Flying people don't leave footprints! Again, someone just hauled up the coat rack, which is legitimately clever, but... I told you it wasn't funny. Do you believe me now? Well, that was, how do you put this into words? Maximilian Galactica is a world-class magician. But to leave the scene of a crime by flying, there's no way that actually happened. You're right. Why is she right? You believe the other witnesses? Why won't you believe me, especially since it's the best part of the story? To be honest, this is the first time I've heard of a flying criminal. What do you think about this witness's testimony, Mr. Wright? I'm going with you telling the truth. Spoilers, I can choose any option here, but his eyes were not playing tricks, except for the identity of the criminal. I'm just going to say he's telling the truth. Because he did see what he thought was Max flying away. What he just said was so strange, I don't think he would have made it up. Which means that he is telling the truth? That's what I think. Nick, wait. That means that Max actually used magic? Yikes, you're right. Ow! Only a foolish-looking fool could be fooled by such a foolish fool's foolish dream. Don't be ridiculous. Magic does not exist. Except we have, like, hard evidence that ghosts do. The court didn't really find that to be accurate, but, like, we're just casually channeling ghosts in the courtroom. Now suppose I will let you all in on my thinking regarding this matter. The criminal disappeared into the sky. I'd love to believe that. But I just can't wrap my head around how that could actually happen. Hello there, staying hydrated. Good evening and welcome to the stream. How's it going? You imbecile. If you disregard a need for proof, Miss Von Karma's case is sound. However, I've got the feeling that this case is in dire need of more investigation. Thus, I will conclude today's proceedings at this point. It's an undisputed fact that the criminal left no footprints at the scene. Tomorrow, I want us to find out the reason behind this mystery of mysteries. I believe that's enough for today. Court is adjourned. Damn, dude. I know the facts, like, for the past 2 streams in a row, but sorry, we're stuck figuring this out. Okay. 2:33 p.m. We were at it for a couple of hours. Hey, sweeties, what in the world is going on? That's what I want to know. They say the criminal flew off into the air and disappeared. Max, I can't believe I'm asking this, but you didn't fly that night, did you? I know you didn't mean to ask me such a fabulously stupid question. I can't fly whenever I please, it's not that easy. But it looks so effortless for you on stage. It's not that simple. I'm not actually flying on stage. I use invisible wires and have them hoist me through the air. Wow, you just told me the secret to your magic. No! I broke the first rule! The cardinal rule! The only rule! I'm sorry, Max. We made you break a magician's creed to never reveal the secret to their tricks. Nick, what do we do now? All we can do now is hope we find the flying criminal in court tomorrow. Great idea. Let's do our best and catch this sucker. Easy, bring me that freaking coat rack. Could we please just do it? I just want to get rid of the damn coat rack. It's been there the whole time. Welcome back to another investigation phase. 3:03 p.m. We're just getting right on it. Sorry. Nick? What is it? I've got a confession to make. I'm terrible at figuring out magic tricks. Magic tricks? Yep, magic tricks that are by their very definition tricks, right? But I can never figure out the tricks when I see them. Well, that's because the tricks are performed by pros. They do it so you can't guess the trick. But the trick Pearly showed me was incredible. Pearls did a magic trick? Huh. What kind of trick was it? Let's see. It looked like she pulled the end of her own thumb off. Oh my god. Come on. Inexcusable. Heh. First she put her right thumb next to her left hand and then it just separated. She could move it up and down and everything. It was incredible. Wait until we pull the old got your nose gag. Really? Was it kind of like this? What? Wow! How'd you do that? Nick, you're like a real magician. See, this is why I just can't figure out magic. I'm no good at it. Especially hard tricks like flying away from the scene of a murder. You'll take all the fun out of magic if you keep trying to figure it out. Wow, dude. That's impressively bad. Alright, sorry, let's get out of here. That's really embarrassing. Anyway, back to the visitor's room. Oh, my sweeties! You mind hurrying up and getting me out of this place? We're doing our best, Max. Just hang in there. A little while ago, some people from a local TV station came by. And since I'm a famed magician, they said, let's make you your very own TV special. Really? What kind of TV special? Maximilian Galactica, The Great Prison Escape. It will be aired live. Hey, that sounds like it would be an awesome special. But if I do the special before I'm acquitted, they'll never let me out of here for real. Well, it would surely be an unnecessary addition to your troubles with the law. That's what I was thinking, but the production staff is already working on the show. If you don't get me out quick, I'll have no choice but to stage a real prison break. You seem awfully calm about that possibility. I'd have no choice. It would be a contractual obligation. That's show business, baby. Oh boy. Alright. Night of the murder. Hello there, Luis Morales. Good evening and welcome to the stream. How's it going? The night of the crime, you didn't happen to fly off into the sky, did you? Here is how everything went down, sweetie. At the time of the murder, I was sitting in the ringmaster's room. Not to mention, coat rack, wearing my clothes. Flying off into the sky is not just something I can do at will. I don't care what the stoogey clown says, it wasn't me. Max, do you mind teaching me the trick behind flying? You'll have to forgive me, sweetie. The difference between me and cheap imitation magicians is that I keep my mouth shut. What? We just had this conversation. I don't teach people tricks, but I will say this much. It's much harder than you think. Okay, invisible wires, but alright. Today's trial. I was thinking about this in court today. I've got a favor to ask of you. Anything for you, sweetie. Be friends with the other performers in the circus. Fabulous! A great joke! Why would I be friends with a bunch of hacks like them? But I've won on the world stage. I won the International Grand Prix. International Grand Prix? Performers should always look to perform on the world stage. But the performers at this circus are completely and utterly devoid of ambition. That is something that I can simply not tolerate. Ambition, huh? Something about what Max just said rings true to my ears. Yeah, what about this Grand Prix? Oh my sweeties want to hear all about the Grand Prix, don't they? To be honest, though, I've told this story like 100 times already, so it's a bit boring. We're sorry to make you tell it again. You must not have heard me. I am really sick of telling this story. But what can you do? I'm Maximilian Galactica. I suppose I can tell it again. Voila! Here, just take a look at this. I just happened to have a picture from the Grand Prix with me. Just look at that fabulous stage. Damn, dude. That is the first stage that I ever flew on. I flew right over the audience. The crowd erupted into applause. At that time, I thought to myself that I could die right then and die a happy man. I'll never forget how I felt that night. The emotions, the acclaim, the encomiums. Wow. By the way, I think everyone who is a performer should get to experience that feeling. I just wish I could explain that to the other people in the circus. That's incredible, Max. I want a trophy too. Hey Nick, how about you buy me a trophy? That's not how you earn a trophy, Maya. My sweeties, you can have this picture of my triumph. Just make sure you show it to all the other members of the circus. Alright, hold on. I'm trying to get a look at Max himself. 3 rings on his ear, 2 stars on his face. Suit. Card suit. Jacket. Look and learn. That's what you should tell them. Learn how to get thrown in jail? Yay! Max's award ceremony. Got it. He doesn't have the prominent lipstick. But, oh well. Can't really tell with the ears. No feather in his hat. I don't know, man. Alright. Well. What's it gonna be? Anything to investigate? Probably not. The guy monitors the visitor's room. He's so quiet you could forget he was even there. If he wasn't watching everything, he's pushed up against the wall, kind of like a magnet in a refrigerator. Alright, alright. Let's get out of here. Back to the circus. You hear that? It sounds like 2 people arguing. Alright, let's do it. Are you ready? Yes. Wait. Quit your whining. Let's just give this a shot already. Alright, let's go. Row, row, row your boat. Oh, that was Ben first. Row, row, row your boat. What are you doing? Gently down the stream. Come on, you know that. I'm trying my best, but Trilo, this just isn't going to work. Do you enjoy saying dumb things? You're going to have to be on your own someday. This is kind of terrifying, actually. If you can't handle something as simple as this, what are you going to do then? Hello, Ben. Hello to you too, Trilo. What are you doing here? Can't you see we're on a secret crash training course? I'm sorry. Secret crash training? Whoa. Yes, Trilo wouldn't give up until I said we'd try out his idea for a new routine. So, we were trying to sing in a round for our new ventriloquism act. How do you do that? In a round? You can really do that? That's incredible! See? Even they are surprised by the idea. I told you! They're not the only ones. You even surprised me with your idea. Once we've got a grip on the basics, then it's just a matter of practice. You think so? Oh, I almost forgot. I wanted to give this back to you. Ah, there it is! Now that I've got this ring back, it's time to take one more shot at Regina. Alright. Today's trial. I know that you already testified in court today. You want to talk about what we saw, right? Yes. Well, at first we thought it was the old man. Just looking at his walk and how he acted. Right, Ben? Huh? Oh, yeah. That's right. But then we said hello and didn't even get a reply. Not to mention he was draped in those gaudy symbols. What would you have thought if he wasn't wearing those symbols? What do you think, Ben? What? Oh, I would have thought it was the ringmaster. Something just isn't adding up here. I wonder who they really saw. Well, marriage? I don't want to talk about this. I was hoping I could ask you about Regina. I'm completely serious about her. That's why I'm waiting for her even now. Really? That's so sweet. But if you really wanted to see Regina, shouldn't you check out the tent? Ha! You haven't got a clue about things, do you, sweetheart? Eh? Waiting like this is part of being in love. How so? If you had a clue, you would know that waiting is such sweet, wonderful torture. When your body aches for your partner's love, that's one of the best parts. Yeah, I knew that. Poor Maya. She's so red she looks like a vine-ripe tomato. Ventriloquism. So how is this new routine working out? Will you two just take a chill pill already? Our routines are secret. We're going to take the ventriloquism world by storm. It'll be a real revolution. That sounds incredible. But let me make one thing clear. We're not going to take on the world just because that jerk said we should. That jerk? Max Galactica. Performers uniting for the world. Who does he think he is? Trilo, you seem to really be fired up about all this. He needs to realize that he isn't the only one who could conquer the world stage. You're right. You're right. Mark my words. I, Trilo Quist, will win the Grand Prix. You're the man now. Wow. You're the man now, doll. God damn. That's YTMND, and it might even be before YTMND. This might be like an old school reference. You're the man now, dog. What was that from? Finding Forrester? Where Sean Connery says it? You're the man now, dog. It's so weird. Jesus. Alright. Row, row, row your boat will be the key to a glorious victory. That's gonna be the best act. Row, row, row your boat. I know that is a classic song to sing in a round, but like, there's only two of you? Not to rain on your parade, but wouldn't a more mature... Yeah, a more mature song be best? Hey, you gotta start somewhere, right? Don't screw this up. You've gotta be a part of this too. Wow. Alright. And I see people are mentioning Soap in chat, like a ventriloquist act from that. I brought up the also 1970s, but not TV show, rather movie, Magic, starring Anthony Hopkins, famous for being Hannibal in Silence of the Lambs. He, like, legitimately learned ventriloquism for that movie. I recommend, again, if you haven't already, look up the video where the people who hire him meet him, like, they see him on stage, like, check this guy out, he's awesome. That segment is amazing. But okay, I've talked to them. Oh, okay, I can go to the big top of the plaza. This is the plaza. Hey, my man. Oh, it's you two. You look like you just got hit by a truck. Shouldn't you get some rest? I'm taking a rest right now, pal. I've been listening to some crazy clown's life story. Oh god, he does have to do it. Miss Von Karma told me to come down here and do this for her. Yeah, I figured as much. Let me tell you something, pal. Listening to that old clown sucks all your energy. Every time he's done talking, he looks at you like you should be doing something. I think he's waiting for you to laugh at his jokes. I know that, pal. Do you have any idea how much your face hurts if you fake laughing that much? Francisca really set you up bad this time, didn't she? If you ask me, she should be listening to Mo herself. No way, pal. You're not gonna get me to backbite a woman with a whip. No way. Why are you defending her? Prosecutor Von Karma's always got her eyes on us. And every time you definitely don't want her to show up, poof, there she is. Don't show up. 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 Looks like she's wound him up pretty tight. She's directly above us as we speak. Huh? How's that possible? According to the clown, the culprit jumped from here and disappeared into the sky. If that's what happened, it means the killer passed right by this window, pal. Oh, I see. Who lives in that room behind the window up there? The acrobat's got his room up on the 3rd floor, it seems. Pretty soon, Miss Von Karma's going to start her investigation up there. So don't get any ideas of going up to the acrobat's room. Got it, pal? Ugh. Francisca Von Karma. Once she's done with her investigation, I think I'll go up there and check it out. Freaking weird, but, okay. So, we can't even talk to him. Like, that was just it. I'm gonna back up for now. We'll go into the big top. We got something going on here. Huh? Where's Regina? I don't know. But if she's with that tiger, I don't want to find out. Let's hurry up and get out of here. Heh. Nick, you're kind of a chicken, aren't you? No. I'm just, allergic to wild tigers. Okay. Cafeteria, back outside, or the ringmaster's room. We'll go to the cafeteria. Ah, right. Welcome to the wonderful, the fabulous, the cafeteria. Yikes, he's in an awfully good mood. All right, you know what time it is. Riddle time! Why does everyone cry when they eat Mexican pizza? Ooh. Ooh. I have no idea. Come on, you can answer this. It's easy. Because cafeteria Mexican pizza is possibly a weapon of bowel destruction. That doesn't relate to crying, though. Wrong. Try again. Okay, what do you think, girlie? I got it. Okay, what's your answer? Because they're in the Cafe Teary-Eye. Oh, Cafe Teary-Eye? Wow. Exactly. It's an incredibly sad place, that cafe. Wow, dude. I mean, that's clever. It's not funny. I did it. What's going on? He's being too nice. Fair enough. Yeah, not specific to Mexican pizza, though. Yeah, I don't know if he's just trying to throw the accents on, because cafe, but, like, teary-eye, that's not Spanish. The joke must have been different than Japanese. I don't know what the hell he was saying. But, alright. Today's trial. Today's been a really crazy day, hasn't it? You're telling me. I didn't think it was going to be so tough. Tough? Yeah, it was a tough crowd. That's what you call a crowd that refuses to laugh. For instance, it was such a tough crowd this morning I had to smash watermelons. Sick burn. On Gallagher. There's a dated reference for you. They make fun of Gallagher, I think, a couple times, or at least once on MST3K, I believe. Gallagher? Not funny. Definitely not funny. I told them all a great story and even greater jokes, but no one busted out laughing. You even used the famed no shoes, no shirt, no service joke? Exactly! How can you not laugh at stunning comedy like that? Ugh. Are you 100% sure about your testimony today? I saw what I saw, I swear! That creep just flew through the air. It wasn't exactly flying, per se. It was more like floating. Also, can I just give a shout out to this game? Nobody spells per se correctly, but Mo nailed it. Good for them. I mean him, Mo, them, the localizers. The silhouette of his face made me positive it was Max. I don't see a psych block. He must be telling the truth. Cool. Anyway, we were given a minor mission by Max, so let's go ahead and present. I mean, I know the ventriloquists already talked about the Grand Prix, so not my problem. But Mo? Ah, not this picture. He showed it to you guys too? Huh? You've seen it as well? Well, you know what they say about Maximilian Galactica. He really gets around. Ha 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 ha! Jesus, it's always 12 times. Oh yeah, he didn't just show me the picture. What do you mean? He showed me his bust too. Let me tell you, that thing is enormous. Oh yeah, there it is. It's in the picture, I think. Yeah, making a point of showing the bust, like, that is pretty irritating. Like, yeah, we get it. He'd make us worship it. Every day. He made us bow to its greatness. Alright, you know what? You got per se correctly, but now you're losing me. Every day is supposed to be 2 words. Every day as 1 word is an adjective. Like, this is an everyday occurrence. Ah. He's got a big bust. Haha, I get it. I wouldn't mind hearing more about Max's bust. Not that I'm into that sort of thing. Aha, I get it. That was it? I mean, I guess the point is they really want to make us aware of the bust in the picture. That's going to be a big deal. Speaking of which, I want to hear more about it. Boom! Max's bust. Not that I'm into that kind of thing. Very funny 20 years ago humor. Max's bust should be on that small table over there. There's nothing over there. Really? Oh yeah. When was it? I'd say about 5 days ago. All of a sudden, the bust disappeared. It disappeared? If you want to see it, there's a photo on the bulletin board over there. Wow. Max just had to put the picture up. Huh. Hey, this thing is really cool. Nick, I want someone to make a bust of me. Sure, as long as I'm not paying for it. Aww. Max G bust. So bronze statue taken from cafeteria before the crime. Interesting. Is there anything else that's changed about this place? Nope, nothing's changed that I can see. I wonder if he's actually thinking about this or if he's setting up a bad joke. Nope, I'm drawing a blank here. A quiet Mo is a good Mo in my book. I guess there really aren't any other things that have changed, huh? Well, there is this one teensy tiny thing that does seem different. Tell us! Come on, man. What changed? Well, on the morning of the crime over on that bulletin board, this piece of paper was posted front and center. Piece of paper? It's torn, so I don't know what it said, but I could see its title. Yikes! It says, "To the murderer." Murderer? Yep, that's what it says, but the rest of it has been ripped off. And I don't know who posted it. When did you find this? The morning before the murder. Before the murder? Yes, the ringmaster was killed the night after this paper was discovered. Who in the world posted this thing? Huh. To the murderer. Okay. Nick, I think we better follow up on this important lead. Yeah, that does sound important. Let's follow up on this lead right now. And we're back, right? Do you know anything about this note? The morning of the murder, it was posted on the wall in the cafeteria. I do know all about that note. When I read it, my heart certainly skipped a beat. Your heart skipped a beat? While I was enjoying my morning tea, the ringmaster and company entered the room. And company? I guess it wasn't really a company, it was just the ringmaster and my sweetie pie. When the ringmaster read the note, he turned an incredible bright red. All of a sudden, he tore it off the wall and shoved it into the pocket of his tailcoat. Really? Out of curiosity, what in the world was written on that thing? Let's see. Uh-huh. Oh, I don't want to steal the phone from my sweeties. Go and find out on your own. I'm sure you can find it somewhere. You might also want to ask my sweetie pie princess. Ah, what a pain in the ass. Like, this is literally life and death, dude. Or at least a lifetime in jail. Just tell me what the damn thing said. He just knows that he's not doing it. But we know where we need to go, so give me a second. Ringmaster's room. Max and the ringmaster had their talk in this room. That could have been when the ringmaster put on Max's costume and went outside. Why did he do that anyway? Was it really that cold or something? Alright, well, you know what to do. Hey, do you see that? There's a scrap of paper shoved into the pocket of the tailcoat. You know, I've got a feeling I know what that is. I bet that's the other half of the note that Mo gave us. Then let's hurry up and check this thing out, Nick. I knew it. It fits perfectly with the other piece. What does it say? What does it say? To the murderer, I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Meet me at 10 p.m. tonight at the Lodging House Plaza. Whoa. Is the ringmaster a murderer? Or is this just corny, like he killed someone's career or something? But, huh. Okay. Tonight at 10 p.m. That's when the murder took place. Now we need to find out who called out the ringmaster. Okay, note updated. Hell yeah, that's very important. Let's back out for a second. Well, Gumshoe's back. Hey, Detective Gumshoe. I'm sure you did a good job as usual. Well, I am done with the investigation of the acrobat, finally. But with Miss Von Karma... Nick? What is that? That beeping sound? It's Miss Von Karma. Huh? Every time I hear that sound, she's usually not very far behind. Some sort of pager or something? If you don't mind, pal, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Quick. See ya, pal! I didn't know that Gumshoe could run that fast. So much for being a flatfoot. Never seen a grown man so afraid of a girl still in her teens. Well, let's go inside. It's freezing out here. The wind's as biting as... Ow! As biting as lashes from a whip. Von Karma! She really did appear. It was a real battle in court, or today in court, wasn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Did you have to jump out and scare us like that? What can I do for you? Tomorrow will be the day my dream finally comes true. You mean the story of my defeat at your hands making the national news? National news? You possess such a small sense of scale. The global news, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Your miserable plight will be known internationally. I think she might be overestimating the importance of a win by just a smidge. What a pain in the ass. Tomorrow's trial. Miss Von Karma, it appears you got your hands onto something big, huh? Ha! I'm amazed you picked up on that much. Anyone could. You couldn't hide that look of victory with 10 paper bags on your head. I've got conclusive evidence and a conclusive witness. Need any more hints? A conclusive witness? You must mean the acrobat, right? I'm putting in the summons for him to be called as a witness as we speak. It's the final nail in your coffin, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yeah, I get it already. You want to beat and destroy me. I can't worry about her. I've got to try and find out more information myself. Revenge! Why do you keep giving Nick the evil eye? It doesn't matter if you prove the defendant guilty tomorrow. Nothing will be able to bring your dad back. My dad? You must mean the esteemed Manfred von Karma. Of course! Your dad. I know you miss him. Enough out of you. One more word and you'll get a mouthful of whip. Now, when did I ever bring up my papa's name in this, or any other conversation? Then what's this revenge thing you're talking about? You wouldn't understand, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I have to see him again, one more time. Him? I'm sure you know to whom I refer. Miles Edgeworth. What? Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth? Yeah, hold on one second. Wait a minute. Miles Edgeworth? Why would you even bring him up? You haven't forgotten, have you? Do you know who it was that trained the gifted prosecutor, Miles Edgeworth? Ah! Manfred von Karma. Exactly right. It was my papa. That means that Edgeworth was... right again. Miles was like a little brother to me. Huh? Little brother, but Edgeworth and Nick are the same age. Edgeworth. The man who inspired me to become an attorney. I fought against him in a few cases. But a little after that case was over, he vanished. It's your fault he is gone. Huh? It's the truth, isn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Nick, what does she mean? I told Edgeworth to leave and never return. I forgot that. Edgeworth's death? Come on, come on. There's like 20 more games in this series. Edgeworth was never quite the same after that case. And then, with the case after that one, he never set foot into court again. And then one day, he just vanished. All he left was a simple note at the prosecutor's office. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death. That was 1 year ago. It was a few months after you left to go back home. Mr. Edgeworth, he's dead? I don't believe it. He's still alive, I'm sure of it. Somewhere in this world, he's still alive. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death? Of course he did. You ruined his reputation as a prosecutor. You effectively killed the prosecutor in him. Just like your victory muddied the honorable name Von Karma. I'm going to find him. And then, I'm going to teach him his rightful place with my own 2 hands. Nick, about Mr. Edgeworth? Maya, I already told you this once. Don't make me do it again. Don't bring up his name in front of me again, okay? Nick? Miss Von Karma? What? I don't know if you are God's gift to prosecutors or not, but I've had about enough of you. Him too. What in the world happened? This dog is all bark and no bite. He's already been defeated. Regardless, I have nothing to inform you two of today. Tomorrow will be the greatest courtroom battle this country has ever seen. Nick? Let's go. We need to talk with the performer on the 3rd floor. I'm sorry I brought it up, Nick. Oh boy. Well, let's do the thing. Acro! Hey, here's the guy. It's Acro's room. It's Acro. And there's no bat and there's no gorilla. You must be Phoenix Wright. Yes? Pleased to meet you. I'm Ken Dingling? Alright, give me a second. Is this like wood kindling? Ken Dingling? But here at the circus, everyone just calls me Acro. Mr. Acro? How do you know my name? The detective told me. He said you'd definitely show up here. That's kind of great, actually. Gumshoe was like, stay the hell away from this room. And then he came up here, he's like, they're coming. Acro, you're a member of the circus as well? That's right. I mainly performed in the tightrope or the flying trapeze. But nowadays, all I perform is... What? Oh, all I perform in is my wheelchair. Yeah, you can see that's what the birds are standing on. Well, here we go. Very big circus. Acro, why did you join the circus? When I was a kid, my parents failed miserably at business. Then one night, they decided to run away from it all. Without me. Ah! The only person who was willing to take my parents' place was the ringmaster. The ringmaster took such incredible care of me. He was truly a lifesaver. It seems like the ringmaster was truly a saint. He was. That's why I decided to do something very important. I decided that I would devote my entire life to finding a way to repay him. And now, look how someone repaid him for all the good in his life. It's such a shame. Sometimes I think that he was almost too kind. Perhaps he was too kind to his performers, perhaps he was too kind to his daughter. I wonder if he spoiled Regina. Regina is so cute, she's truly a princess. Truly a princess? Are you sure that's a good thing? Do I detect a hint of a grudge against Regina? Wheelchair. I'm sorry to ask, but why are you in a wheelchair? The nerves in my legs were badly damaged. And you can't walk now? I can't even stand now. And since I live on the 3rd floor, I can't even leave this building by myself. That's awful. The accident happened during an acrobatic session, right? Oh. By the way, I know this game exists in some sort of weird fictionalized amalgamation of America and Japan, but just want to say, due to the American, what was it called, Disabilities Act or something like that, there ought to be ramps or elevators in this building. It doesn't seem like Acro's injuries were acrobatic in nature. What's on your mind, Mr. Wright? Well, exactly when were you injured? It's been almost 6 months since I was hurt. I injured my legs during practice. 6 months ago? What in the world went on at the circus then? Maybe I'll come back? I stopped by yesterday and noticed that you weren't in your room. I was at the hospital all day yesterday. Ah, you went there for rehabilitation? What about the murder? Of course I knew about it. I spoke with the police before they allowed me to go to the hospital. Before I got the call from the prosecutor, I was convinced that it was all a dream. Huh? I just couldn't believe it when I saw what I saw. What you saw? Jeez, that sounded really ominous. What you witnessed. By the way, let me call this right now. Like right now. Way early, okay? Everybody has a grudge against Max. I don't know where the invitation to the murderer came from. I'll have to figure that out, unless it was like killing Acro's career or something. Calling it now, Acro is the murderer. He wanted the ringleader master to stand at a certain point. He dropped something on his head and like lowered the coat rack and then raised the coat rack, or somebody put the coat rack there and he raised it up. This guy either is the murderer or he helped, because he just pulled the statue, like the coat rack, up into his room or something. I don't know how the gorilla factors into it, or the footprints, like of how they got to the place in the first place. We'll find out what happens. So what you witnessed. What did you see, Acro? That night, I was in bed sleeping when I heard a huge sound coming from below my window. I see. The scene of the crime was right below your window. That's when I looked out the window. What did you see? Oh, that's good. He was flying straight up into the air. He? Maximilian Galactica. What? That's what I thought he'd say. You're absolutely positive that it was Max you saw flying? I am absolutely sure. There's no doubt in my mind. Nick. Huh. Okay. Awkward. Back out. Mo's room, yeah, not now, buddy. Okay, nearly done here, but we're back in the big top. Grrr. I've got a bad feeling about this. It's the tiger. Graw, it says. Yeah, Nick! Wonderful. Today's special must be filet of phoenix. Stay, heal. Oh, Maya, Nick, it's you guys. I'm sorry, I guess I made a mistake. Mistake? Yeah, a little one. I was thinking of teaching whatever primate was out there a lesson. But I was expecting more of a monkey than a human. A monkey? So I think we know what we're talking about then. Well, Russell Berry. It's a pity about what happens to the ringmaster. Dad? Everyone loved him, didn't they? He must have been quite a man. He was. I love my dad so much. I hate to say it, but she doesn't seem all that broken up about her father. That's why I feel so lonely. Now that I won't be able to see him for a while? Yeah, for a while. Yeah. When Leon died, I talked with my dad, and he told me that when someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. A star? That means that my dad is looking down on me from the sky. That's why I love the night so much. I could see everyone who's gone. When someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. That's kind of sweet. But I bet you there's no way that Maya believes that. What do you mean there's no way I believe that? What, does she read our thoughts? Do you think that one day I'll be a star too? Of course! You really think so? Yeah, you will. I think. I've got a feeling that everyone's doing great up there in the sky. I wonder if everything's alright with Regina. Oh boy. Okay, so Money the Monkey. Just to go back and clear something up, why did you want to teach Money a lesson? Because he's a meanie. He's got something that means a lot to me. Something that means a lot to you? It must be something shiny, right? Actually, it's a stage costume. It's got lots of spangles. It's really beautiful. You should see it. We should? When the costume gets hit by the spotlight, it dazzles. Hey, Mr. Attorney! Huh? If you saw that monkey, you'd get my costume back for me, wouldn't you? It's really important to me. Gladly, but of course, I'll get it for you. What do I choose, huh? Could be anything. I'll get it for you. Leave it all up to us. Guess there's no turning down that request. Yay, you're really gonna do it? Okay. Well, that's all I got. Which place was best for this? Okay. Mo's room. Mo's not here. If he was here, you would have been able to tell even before you stepped in this room. I'm sure you would have heard him laughing away. Aha, aha, aha. What do you think he's laughing at when he's all by himself? I always thought he was just thinking up new jokes. He must really love his work. Awkward. I wonder... This didn't help me very much, but... Yeah, cafeteria, we got a thing to do here. What? Mo's gone. There's a message on the bulletin board. I'm hungry, so I'm off to get some hamburgers. Love, Mo. Hamburger. Hamburger. Just thinking about it is making me hungry. All of a sudden, I need a burger bad. All of a sudden, I need a new partner. Bad. Amazing. Don't know if this will necessarily help, but... yeah, nothing. Clown costumes lined up like that. I don't know about you, but it's creepy. Look at the collection he's got. It's incredible. It must be a collection of clown costumes from around the world. Oh, I almost forgot. What is it now? She better not want me to try one of those on. I was thinking of starting a costume collection myself. I'll call it World Spirit Channels. We could display it in our office. In our office? As soon as you start paying the bills, you could say that. That's kind of fantastic. Mo's got an excellent pair of pajamas, laid on his bed in an excellent manner. They're not actually pajamas, they're actually costumes. Uh-huh, I guess you could say that they're professional sleepwear. Sure. But I'm looking for something. Give me a break, man. I wonder if I'm missing a conversation somewhere. I know Wheelchair has the psych lock thing, but I'm gonna bounce from this room. Mo's room I can't really do anything with right now. Nothing to examine here right now. Nothing new to talk about with these guys. Huh. I'm just trying to see where I can get to the next, like, thing that's important. Oh, I see my problem. Present. The note. Regina, have you ever seen this before? I know what this is. Really? Well, it was in my pocket for a while. It was in your pocket? This piece of paper was in your pocket? I guess I noticed it was there around breakfast time. Breakfast time? Yeah, I always take Acro for breakfast or his breakfast in the morning. That's when I also take out the trash in his room. Then I'd go to the cafeteria and eat my own breakfast. That's when you realized the piece of paper was in your pocket? Yep, but since I'm not a murderer, I just figured it belonged to someone else's pocket. And then what? I wondered if the person who lost it was in trouble, so... You didn't put it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria, did you? I did. I stuck it up there. How'd you know? Huh. So it was Regina who put it up there. When did this happen? The morning of the murder, I think. That explains a lot. I wonder who wrote this. So let me guess. Acro planted it on her when she gave him his breakfast and he has a grudge against her, so that may be something there. Now that I think I've triggered the thing I need to trigger. There we go. This will be where I wrap it up. Mo's not here. What's that? I hear something. Stop it, Nick. You're scaring me. Oh no, it's money. Nick, it's money. That monkey's holding something. That's it. That's the thing that means a lot to Regina, remember? Alright, time to take on this monkey attorney style. Ooh, scratch, scratch, scratch. It worked, it worked. Maybe, who the hell knows? Yikes. Wah! I tried to have a monkey-to-monkey talk with him. I really did. Nick, you... I swiped him while Money was distracted. Wow, you're really on the ball today, Nick. Let me see it, let me see it. Huh? You can see it fine from where you are. You know what I mean. I really want to try on Regina's costume. Maybe then they'll take you in at the circus and I can get some peace and quiet. What's the matter now? It doesn't fit me at all. Oh well, guess it's time for you to lay off the burgers. Oh, ouch. Not to mention, it doesn't look like something any girl I know would actually wear. A shiny spangled vest. It's not Maya's size at all. This will be great to defend Maya in court case number 2, right? Alright, you know what? Just for the sake of closure, I'll present the costume and then we'll wrap it up. Here you go, Regina. Yay! Thank you! You really got it back for me! Don't mention it. I love you, Mr. Attorney! Blush. It's nothing. No wonder guys melt the mush in front of this girl. Hey, Regina. That costume is yours, right? I tried it on, but it didn't fit me. Huh? This costume? This isn't mine. It was Leon's. Leon's? You know, the lion she told us about? Oh, the one that someone killed. So there's the murderer, right? Leon. Leon, he was killed, wasn't he? That's right, my dad killed him. Oh, so there you go. The dad is the murderer. Someone had a grudge against them. Which could have possibly been Regina herself with Acro's help? Maybe? Why? Well, Leon did something really bad during practice. During practice? Leon was sitting down and then he opened his mouth. You know, gaw. Uh-huh. Usually when he did that, I would put my head into his mouth. Uh-huh. Wait, you put your head into a lion's mouth? I sure did. The people in the crowd always loved seeing me do that. They'd always start screaming. You sure they were screaming because they loved seeing you do that? Anyways... What was the bad thing? Oh yeah, Leon bit someone during that practice. Regina, everything was alright though, right? No, it wasn't alright. That was the problem. My dad was incredibly angry. And that's when Leon... Yeah, that's when he became a star in the sky. Poor thing. Shot by the ringmaster. Huh. Did he bite Acro? Is that what happens? Because who else would have been bitten unless they just don't have the scars or whatever to prove it? But we're good for now, so I'll just set up the next conversation. Oh. Whoops, I should have gone into the circus. Something smells fantastic. So we know it can't be Mo. Wait, I know what it is. It's burgers! Mo's back. Hello! Welcome to the Bistro du Cirque, aka the cafeteria! It smells so good in here. And those burgers look great. She's drooling like she's some sort of crazed burger monster. My burgers are the best! Juicy meat, toasted bun, special sauce. They are absolutely irresistible to anyone with a hankering for a burger. One bite will send you into hamburger heaven. I bet. I can tell by the smell. Whoa. I'm getting hungry too. Those burgers must have some kind of special power. Okay. Let's save. Now we get to talk to the clown some more. Freaking amazing. I'm pretty sure I saved, but... Okay, nice and fast. There we go. This is where I'm going to wrap up for now. So thank you very much for joining the stream, and have a wonderful night.